It's been a long while, so I decided, why not? Hi, I'm Teja, Priyadarshini, founder for Akashic Center for Healing. I help people have more ease and joy in their lives by removing any energetic blocks or limiting beliefs that do not serve their highest purpose. I do this using various modalities. Quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT, is one of the most famous techniques that I offer. BQH, or Beyond Quantum Healing, is equally as good as the QHHT. Then I also do something called the Access Consciousness Bars, which allows you to release a lot of anxiety and stress. And then the famous Akashic Records as well. So the Akashic Records are records of all living beings, past, present, and all possible futures, recorded at a higher dimensional, fluid, living consciousness. And this consciousness has the records of everything, all of our choices, all of our decisions, and based on that, it will give us information on what we should do next and what path that we are embarking on and what are the possible outcomes of this path. Today I'm doing a group reading for the Ascension process. How far have you come in your process of ascension? Have you been able to do the work that is required to release and let go of the past emotional baggage, all of those things that you've been holding on to that haven't been serving any purpose whatsoever, and to increase your frequencies or raise your frequencies to that of unconditional love. So today's reading is all about that. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification to not miss out on any of my future content. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm on Instagram and on Facebook, and my handle is @AkashicOfficial. So without any delay, let's find out how far along you've come on your process of ascension. Hello to all of my phoenixes who've chosen group number 1. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the Sun of Pentacles in the reverse, if I can focus on that. Then you've got the Four of Cups. You've got the Death card in the reverse. And I've got 3 more oracle cards here, which I'm going to read in just a moment. But what I'm picking up from these 3 cards for you is that the Sun of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you're kind of being stubborn about something, or you have high expectations about something. Maybe you're putting these expectations on yourself or on a particular person or a group of people, and you want them to look at you a certain way, or probably not look at you a certain way. Because with the Four of Cups, it's talking about that feeling of not having what you are looking for. In fact, it's just all around you, but you're unable to see what you already have. And with the Death card in the reverse, there is a cycle that you need to close, but you are not ending that cycle. So this could be a cycle of, say, doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different outcome, or it could be a cycle that is been repeating in your life, maybe in relationships or with finances, because with the Pentacle here, it could be with a financial offer that you were expecting to get and then suddenly realize that it's not going to come through, and you feel the need of being successful. If you are successful in a financial way, you feel that you will be able to then receive whatever it is that you have set your mind to. So there's a lot of when people look at you, right, they look at the things that you already have. They see that you have all the love, the money, the luxury, everything that you need, but you are unable to see that, and you are always striving to do more. You're trying to get more out of your life than you already have, and that is kind of making you feel a bit exhausted. And with the process of ascension, you want to do better, you want to be able to better yourself, but somehow you feel you're being dragged down into the 3D way of working things out, and you feel that this cycle is never going to end. It feels like a one of those things that will keep going on and on and on and on. And because of that, you feel exhausted, you feel tired, and you feel like, is this even worth fighting for? And this is keeping you from ascending to a higher frequency of joy or love or happiness, even because you're constantly criticizing and judging yourself. You're making yourself feel like you're not worthy enough to have whatever it is that you want or desire in your life. And you're also being stubborn about something and it's not good for you. You know that whatever this is not allowing you to progress properly and fully in your life, but you can't help holding on to it. You want to hold on to it because it gives you the sense of belonging, it gives you a sense of self-worth. Perhaps you're linking it with something outside of yourself. Whoever this person or situation is that you're not willing to let go of is not allowing you to move forward in a most healthy way for your highest good. And that is what is stopping you from truly ascending into a higher frequency of love and joy and happiness. And that is not what we want, right? We want you to progress and expand your consciousness in ways that would only take you further and further from towards where you need to go, and not to hold you back and make you feel like you need to struggle, you need to work harder than usual. That is exactly how you're feeling at the moment, and that is not a very nice place to be in. So it's making you feel all sorts of mixed emotions, and you're unsure about how to move forward. So this is the situation that you're currently in. Now let's see from the oracle cards what advice they have for you. The first and foremost thing you have is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Right? There you go. That is one of the cards that you have. The next one you have is divine timing. Divine timing is a card that is coming up for you because, well, there is something coming your way, but you need to be patient and wait for it. And then you've got the Hiraeth, which is longing for home, homesick for the stars. Maybe most of you feel like you do not belong here. Maybe you feel like you don't trust yourself enough. You want to be able to trust yourself and have faith in yourself and have faith in the universe in general, but are unable to do so because there's this constant conflict that's happening between your 5D personality and your 3D personality, or even the 4D personality. Maybe some of you are stuck with that belief system that in order to spiritually ascend, you need to do certain things, and only then you will be able to ascend. Sometimes holding on to beliefs very strongly will also pull us back and not allow us to move forward. So I think it's time to reconsider and have more faith and trust in your own knowingness of what is right for you, because each of us are individually crafted to be the most unique versions of ourselves. So what works for me may not work for you, and what works for you may not work for me. So I need to choose what is in my highest and best interest for myself, and you need to choose what is in your highest and best interest for yourself. And that will only happen when you have faith and belief and trust in yourself, in your abilities, in your potential, and you choose then to grow from there instead of what other people have to say, what the society has to say, what your parents have to say even, and everything works out in divine timing. I know that when divine timing comes up, it's asking you to be patient, and many of us don't like that word patience because we've been waiting around for a very long time for things to happen, and when the divine timing card comes up, it tells us to be even more patient. And sometimes it can be very frustrating to receive that card, but what I'm looking at it for you in the near future is that if you allow things to happen and trust that the universe has a plan for you and allow it to happen whenever it needs to happen, then you will get the best out of the best. And with the Hirayat card, you may feel like you do not belong here, you feel like you're being misunderstood, that nobody's able to hear anything you're saying. They're listening to you, but they don't understand what you're saying. So that feeling makes you feel very uncomfortable and unheard and mad at times, and I get it. But you need to be a little more patient. You need to trust your instincts. You need to trust yourself, and above all, trust the universe, because the plan of your ascension is underway. You are progressing slowly, but you are definitely progressing. So you need to have more faith in yourself. And whatever this situation is in your life where you are, waiting for something to happen and are stubbornly holding on to something, maybe it's time to consider letting that go. And when you do, you never know what kind of opportunities may open up for you. And because there is definitely something coming up. I do sense that. Where is that card? Well, yeah, with divine timing, I had the card right in front of me and I was like searching for the card. With divine timing, it tells me that there is definitely something in the pipeline for you which is coming your way very, very soon, and you need to be able to be a little patient, trust yourself, and have the faith. And that is the message I have for group number 1 on your process of ascension. Have faith in yourself, in the universe, and be a little more patient, and according to divine timing, everything is going to work itself out. Just let go of your troubles, your worries, and just allow the universe to play everything out for you. You know what I mean? Like, just tell the universe, look, you've put me here for a reason. So you tell me what I need to do next, and you guide me whatever has to happen next. So when you surrender to the process and you're not controlling, because when I pick these tarot cards up, there's a lot of control in these cards. There's a lot of like, I want this and I want that, and that's not happening, and I have high expectations. I don't have what I'm looking for. You're coming from a place of lack. You need to release that feeling of not having enough and just accept the abundance that is coming your way. Even if it is like, probably you would find a 10 rupee note in your back pocket, and you're like, oh wow, where did this come from? That's abundance. Be grateful for it, be thankful for it. More will show up. When you're feeling grateful for the relationships that you already have with your family, with your loved ones, and just randomly go give them a hug and make them feel loved, and be grateful for the universe that you have someone to hug and to love, then that gets amplified. The more you give gratitude to whatever it is, whether it is money, love, relationships, patience, even your own body, your health, the more of it that you will have, the more abundance you will receive from the universe. So just have patience and understand that everything is working in your favor at the right moment. It'll all show up. Alright, this is the message I have for group number 1. If this message resonates with you, do leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you again in another video next week. Until then, have a wonderful, beautiful, magical week ahead. Welcome to all of my phoenixes who've chosen group number 2. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. You've got the 8 of Wands in the reverse. And you've got the Mother of Pentacles. Beautiful deer on this card with her baby next to her, cute little fawn. Alright, and I've got like 3 more oracle cards, but I'm going to first read your tarot and then I'm going to get to your oracle cards and see what's happening. So when I see the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, it makes me wonder if you've been thinking, I've been doing so much of work on myself. I've been doing a lot of hard work in the direction that I want to go in. But why isn't anything happening or showing itself up? And the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that the rewards that you've been waiting for are just on the horizon. They're coming to you and you will be surprised when they come to you, because you'll be like, whoa, this is like a whole lot more than I've expected. And in connection to your ascension process, it is, the changes or the transformation that you have been working on, you finally get to see all of these changes and transformations. And with the Eight of Wands in the reverse again, it is making me feel like you've been either traveling a lot, like physically traveling from place to place, and you're tired and you're homebound, you don't want to go anywhere anymore, or you have this feeling of like, exhaustion. You have this feeling of, I've done so much work and I'm exhausted, I don't want to travel so much, and you just want to stay put in one place. Because with the Mother of Pentacles right next to it, it's is making me feel that maybe it's time to focus on your family, to figure out what it is that they want, what it is that you can offer or contribute to them in their lives. And it is also talking about nurturing your family. So these cards, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Mother of Pentacles, is telling me that you've been worried about your finances. You've been worried about whether or not you will be able to move forward without any financial worry, and be able to take care of your family. And what the cards are telling me is, whatever hard work you've put in, it's at that stage where you can reap the rewards of that hard work. So you're in a good place right now, but there is some amount of exhaustion from all of this work that you've been doing. So Spirit is saying, basically take some time off, rest if you can, and then come back and address those issues. And you are very, very fiercely protective about your family. You are someone who would rather spend some time at home looking after your family rather than going out and partying with your friends. And the exhaustion that you're feeling is also probably making you want to stay home a lot more than you did before. So your oracle cards, you've got honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself, right? So this is a card that is telling you to be more honest, perhaps. I'm going to read the meanings of it really soon. Then you've got joy and contentment, and then you've got breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. All right, so when I look at these cards, I feel that perhaps you're not being completely honest with your own self. It doesn't really have to be honesty from people or you needing to be honest with others. It could be that you're not being honest about yourself to yourself. Sometimes we often tell ourselves these stories saying that, that happened to me and I made those decisions at that point because of this, and this is how I felt. And we cook up these stories to satisfy our ego. But when we actually peel away the layers and look at the truths right in the eye, we realize that we have probably not done the best that we could have done, or probably made the choices that were not aligned to our highest and best interest. And that truth, when we have to face that kind of truth, it can be very, very painful. So when this card comes up, and it's such a beautiful card, look at it, such nice purple and yellow colors, you know that you can't expect to be truthful all of the time to others, and even the other way around. You can't expect others to be truthful to you at all times, but you need to be truthful to yourself at all times. Because when you're truthful to yourself and honest about whatever it is that you're feeling, you will be able to address those issues as and when they show up. For example, if you've been in a conversation with someone and they said something that set off a trigger, an emotion in you which you were not expecting to feel, you need to stop right there and ask yourself why this person's statement, or the way they said it, or the way they did whatever they did, triggered that emotion in you. Because it's not the other person's fault. They're not making you feel anything. You are responding to that behavior or that words, or to the way they had said that particular statement. As a choice, you are reacting or responding to whatever they're saying and doing as your own choice. You're choosing to get triggered by it. And if this trigger is something you can't control, you need to ask yourself where it is coming from. There might be an area in your life that you're not paying attention to, and that is where this trigger is probably popping up from. And when we are on the process of ascension, all this really matters. We need to know our triggers, we need to know what pain we're holding on to still, and be able to heal that pain, heal all of these triggers, and not be affected by anybody's behavior. Trust me, it takes a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of work to get to that place that makes us feel like not reacting at all or not responding at all. But once in a while we do tend to lose our heads. I mean, it happens to the best of us. But don't be hard on yourself, because something about you not feeling happy is coming up. What is happening in your life at the current moment that's not creating enough joy that is meant to be in your life? You deserve to be happy. You deserve to feel joy and excitement and all those good things. If something is making you feel meh, or making you feel like there's not enough excitement, there's not enough the woo-woo that has to happen to make your life go, hey, yay, and all of that, then you need to ask yourself, what is stopping you from being in that high vibration frequency of joy and happiness? And it is also the card of micromanagement here, which says breath of the cosmos, is probably focused way too much on the tiny little details of things that are happening around you, and that may be frustrating you. So maybe if you try to remove yourself from the micromanagement of all of these details and look at the macro design of whatever is happening around you, you will be able to breathe freely, maybe take a deep breath, a sigh of relief, and understand that whatever happens, right, the universe has your back. The universe knows what needs to be done. You can never mess up. There is no concept of messing up. Whatever we do, however we do it, is a lesson that we learn from. If you choose to do it over and over again, then you're making a conscious decision of messing up your life, and then the universe can't help you there. But if you are doing it from a choice that is coming from your highest and best interest, then if there is no chance of messing it up, because there's always a lesson there that you need to learn, which will probably move you forward. So I get this feeling that someone or something could be triggering you and making you feel like you're not doing the work that you're supposed to be doing to expand and grow as a person. But all the hard work that you have already put in is coming into that fruition stage. So you will be able to reap the rewards of all of that work that you've put in, and maybe take some time off, spend it with your family. It's, New Year's and Christmas is around the corner. We just had Diwali, so it's festive season everywhere, and it's time that we would love to spend with our family, cozying up with them in the winter, and just being grateful and thankful for the presence of family, for the presence of love in our lives, for the presence of joy in the little things. And when we give gratitude, more of it comes your way. And this way you will be able to expand your consciousness, you'll be able to expand your energies and grow and ascend faster. But you are on the process. There's nothing to worry about. You are ascending like you're meant to ascend. So don't be hard on yourself regarding your ascension process. Alright? If this message resonated with you, do leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. You know that. If you haven't subscribed already, do subscribe. Hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification to not miss out on any of my future content. I'll see you guys again in another video next week. Until then, have a beautiful, wonderful, magical week ahead. Hello to all of my phoenixes who've chosen group number 3. Let's see what your cards are. You've got the Hanged Man in the reverse, cute little back thingy. You've got the 9 of Cups in the reverse, and you've got this cute little chick, which is the Fool. I also have 3 oracle cards here. I suddenly forgot what they were called. I have 3 oracle cards here, and I'm going to read from it after I finish reading your tarot. So when I see the Hanged Man in reverse, you've got like 2 major arcana cards. So this is very important message for group number 3. So the Hanged Man in reverse is telling me that you've been waiting around for a very long time for something to happen, like probably a move to another place, or a promotion, or finding that one special someone, or you've just been hanging around, waiting, doing nothing basically. But suddenly everything seems to be moving, but you are unsure where it is moving, because with the cups in the reverse, the 9 of cups, it is telling me that all of your dreams are about to come true, but you are not sure which one or how it is going to happen. There's some amount of confusion there. Though there's money that is going to come to you, there is still confusion on how and when and where this money is going to be headed your way. With the Fool, there are new beginnings, new ventures, new adventures that are coming your way, and the spirit guides are asking you to be prepared for it. So the Hanged Man is also telling me that while you were hanging in there, you've done a lot of research. You have been asking yourself or contemplating on various things about your life, and you've come to this conclusion that you need to be more patient, you need to do the work, and you need to continue to do the work in order to reap the benefits, and you're bang on. And you've come to a point while doing the work where you're like wondering, I've done so much, when is this going to happen, how long is it going to take, I'm fed up waiting. You're in that space right now. So I completely understand that. You need to now see where or which areas of your life are beginning to move. Are your finances getting better? Are your relationships getting better? Is your personal relationship with yourself getting better? When you pay attention, you will notice that something is moving, some energy shift is happening, and you are beginning to grow and become more aware of things. Your consciousness is beginning to expand, and this is a beautiful place to be in. But with the 9 of Cups reversed, it doesn't mean that your wishes are not going to be fulfilled. However, there may be a slight delay in the wishes being fulfilled, probably to do with some sort of energy that needs to still continue to shift. But definitely on the horizon, there is a new beginning, whether it is with your work, your finances, a new relationship, next step in your relationship, or trying to start a new venture, perhaps trying to start your own work. Maybe you want to get into healing or something of that sort, and these cards are telling you that that is going to happen very, very soon. So a new beginning is going to bring in a lot of change for you, and it's going to be exciting because it's not only going to expand your consciousness, it's going to make you feel like you're doing something finally after a very long time. Now let's see what your oracle cards are. We've got the Judgment card. Understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. Okay, this is the Judgment card. Such a beautiful design, isn't it? Alright, then you've got Earth and Ground, and you've got a new Earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. What did I tell you? So with these cards, I see that perhaps you need to hold on to that faith that you have about your ascension process, because you know deep down that you're doing all that you can to ascend. And sometimes, when we're ascending, especially from a 4D reality to the 5D, we begin to discard a lot of ideas. We begin to understand that we do not need to hold on to a particular way of doing things, because that's old school. Nobody does that any longer, especially not in the 5D. So we tend to let go of all of that. We tend to release labels, old methods that haven't worked so far for anybody, and we find our own new path. And that is what is happening to you right now, and that is why it's important that you earth and ground your energy. So if you've been doing meditation, or if you've not been doing meditation, there's no judgment there. But if you are not doing any sort of meditation, it is important then to at least walk on, not on water like how she is, but at least walk on earth near the beach if you are lucky to stay near the beach. Probably go to a forest or a park, anywhere where there is natural there's nature, there's natural surroundings around you, and then walk bare feet, hug trees, go all out, go cuckoo. Okay, just connect with the earth, because the more you connect with the earth, the more grounded you feel. Your energies tend to anchor themselves into the earth and make you feel more stable. That it gives you the sense of form and structure, not the form and structure that the society imposes on you, but form and structure that you want for your own self. So it's very individualistic, it's tailor-made for you, and this grounding is what will allow you to do that. And have no judgment about yourself, because I think at some point you may be feeling that I've done all of this work and nothing seems to be happening. Maybe I'm not ready for the ascension process. Maybe I'm not special enough. Maybe I'm not good enough. All of those negative thought patterns need to stop right now. The judgment needs to go from your life, especially about yourself. You can't keep judging and criticizing yourself. It is a form of self-abuse, by the way. So you need to let go of judging and criticizing yourself so harshly that you end up feeling disappointed, demotivated, feeling like, like you're nothing. I mean, another word came to mind, but since this is a YouTube channel, I don't want to use words like that. With the new earth in the horizon, it is definitely a sign that you are in the process of ascension and you are heading into the 5D and 6D frequencies. You need to hold the faith, you need to do the work, you need to be patient, you need to understand that the new beginnings that are going to come into your life are going to give you opportunities to grow and expand your consciousness. You will also be able to connect with yourself more. You will be able to grow in ways that probably you haven't expected to grow in. Maybe you are wondering that why is this happening, and I'm trying to do that. So it works according to the path that you're supposed to be on. If you're working on something and something else starts to open up, just be open to that. Just allow those changes to happen. Allow the transformation to work itself out whichever way it sees best, because we're working with energy and energy has a mind of its own. So you need to be able to be in allowance of how the energy wants to work for you in your highest and best interest. All you need to do is set that intention, highest and best interest. When you set that intention, whatever comes your way will only come your way if it is in your highest and best interest. Otherwise it won't. Be it people, be it situations, be it even animals. If it's not in your highest and best interest, it will not happen in your life. So when you set that intention, group number 3, you will begin to notice new and different things happening in your life. There'll be a lot of new changes that will excite you and make you feel like something is happening, some energy is shifting within you, and perhaps you're developing a sense of knowingness, which is called claircognizance, and you know these things already. It's not new. Whatever I'm telling you might resonate with you because you're already in that space of expansion. You're able to expand your energies, and because of that, you know whatever I'm saying to be true. It's resonating with you. So just allow those feelings to expand naturally. You keep doing the work that you're doing because your rewards are on the way, right? And all of your desires are going to be fulfilled in a very short time. Don't hold on to the timeline. Let it go. Let them manifest whenever they're meant to. Hold no judgment about yourself. That's very important. And do the grounding. Spend more time with Earth and her siblings, which are the trees and the plants and the water and the birds and the animals, all of that. The more you spend time with everything natural, the more you will feel connected to the cosmic universe in general. I don't know how that works, but it definitely works. Alright, I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, do leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you haven't subscribed already, consider hitting the subscribe button along with the bell notification to not miss on any of my future content. I'll see you guys again in another video next week. Until then, have a beautiful, wonderful, magical week ahead.